Woo! 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 Hello, my name is Borat. Nice to meet you. Naughty naughty, sexy sexy. No. My name is Reed. This is your Canadian friend from Alberta. Used to be located in Edmonton, Alberta, the home of the Edmonton Oilers, the most dysfunctional hockey franchise around, where all the Oiler fans in the world think Connor McDavid's going to bring them a Stanley Cup, and it's not going to happen. Sorry, I always got to trash Oiler fans because you're ruining the city of Edmonton and all the bad drivers in Edmonton. Ridiculous. Learn how to drive. You're in Edmonton. Gas and oil isn't coming back, folks. Ugh. Anyway. This is about Justice League. Wore the Justice League hoodie, Justice League t-shirt under here, Nightwing hat, my favorite superhero of all time, nerd, pop culture. Got to see this movie thanks to my friend Catlin. We drove from Lac La Biche because anyone who lives in Lac La Biche knows if you need to go shopping, if you need to go for good food, if you need to go anywhere, you must leave the town of Lac La Biche to do it. And we went to Edmonton to go see Justice League. Justice League. The movie I've been waiting for my entire life as a kid, as a teenager, as whatever the hell I am now. Middle-aged man, white man, who knows? Because I'm a DC guy. I'm pro DC. I've always been DC. DC is the best. Now we can talk, we can type, you can debate me, but you're wrong. DC is better than Marvel, always and forever. Doesn't mean Marvel doesn't have good stuff. Doesn't mean Marvel doesn't do good stuff. Some of my favorite superhero movies are Marvel. Some of my favorite comic book storylines were Marvel. But DC is the best, DC is better, DC rules, suck it. That's the way it is. And Justice League should have been... it should have been the best, one of the best superhero movies of all time. I'm gonna burp, excuse me. It's funny, I always get gassy whenever I start doing these videos. And I have my trusted Coca-Cola right here to make sure my throat doesn't get dry so I'm not parched. Sorry, it's really late. I'm a little loopy. Just saw Justice League a couple hours ago with my friend Catlin. We saw it in IMAX in West Edmonton Mall. It was fucking great. Worth seeing, obviously. It just was released a couple days ago. Yeah. This should have been the greatest superhero movie or one of them ever made. And it's not. Listen. I personally have always rated movies out of 5 stars. 5 stars. So I rate Justice League 4 stars out of 5. So IMDb, which is way better than Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is garbage. Rotten Tomatoes is for sheep. You sheep out there buying your new iPhones, not raising your... The sheep of this world are the reason this world sucks so much. I'm not a sheep. Don't be a sheep. Be a wolf. Think for yourselves. Don't be crowded in the fake book and all this stuff. It's weird. My videos take weird turns. Oilers suck. Blah, blah, blah. Don't be a sheep. IMDb, you rate movies out of 10 stars. So obviously 8 out of 10 stars is what I would rate it. There you go. You rate movies out of 10 stars, it's 8 stars. You rate movies out of 5 stars, it's 4 stars. 4 stars. Solid 4 stars. And I was expecting and wanted to give this 5 stars. I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler video. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to spoil anything. But let's just say the plot of this movie was not what I was expecting. I really wasn't expecting it at all. I figured, because they spent so long filming Justice League, well over a year, and then they had to do reshoots earlier this year, like 2017. Because Zack Snyder had a family tragedy, so and they wanted to add scenes and do stuff. So Justice League is what, 85% directed by Zack Snyder and 15% directed by Joss Whedon, who gave us the Avengers and Age of Ultron. And listen, I'm not a Josh Whedon person. Like, I have friends named Mike and Clint. Hello, you might never see this video. They were big Buffy the Vampire Slayers, and they liked a lot of stupid shit. Firefly, and all that crap. Alright? Josh Whedon and Buffy the Vampire! All garbage. All garbage, okay? Give me a break. But Josh Whedon did make The Avengers, which is one of the best superhero movies of all time. He made Avengers Age of Ultron, which was also very, very awesome, even though they made Ultron a little bit too kid-friendly. But hey, Marvel, DC, or Marvel, Disney, Disney Kids, Marvel Tards, that's how it is. Marvel's for little boys and families, DC's for grown-ups who have brains. That's how it is. That's the difference. DC is here, Marvel's here. And Marvel does good stuff. Type at me, get angry, I don't care. Marvel has some of my favorite superhero movies ever, but it's just not as good. DC's quality, Marvel's quantity. Don't be a sheep. Like, Game of Thrones is far superior to The Walking Dead. Star Wars over Star Trek. We can go on and on and on. Really good Canadian hockey fans, Edmonton Oilers fans. Justice League. Sorry, I do this, and it's late. And listen, I'm not a big Zack Snyder, like, I love many Zack Snyder movies I've enjoyed. In fact, I've enjoyed all of them, except one, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is trash, and one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And I was so fucking mad when I saw Sucker Punch many years ago in IMAX with my roommate and one of my best friends at the time, Jacob, and a whole bunch of us. We went to see Sucker Punch, and I was like, Sucker Punch insults me, and I watch porn. Like, I was more offended by Sucker Punch than watching certain types of pornography. That's how much Sucker Punch offended me as a man, as someone with morals who respects women. Sucker Punch was garbage. I've seen way better porn than Sucker Punch. So Zack Snyder made Sucker Punch, and that's garbage. But I've liked everything else Zack Snyder's done. It's weird how I just went there. But it's late, and I'm tired. Fuck. Anyway. Justice League, DC. What can I tell you? It's not making as much money as everyone thought. It's not getting great reviews. Some people who thought they would hate it actually really liked it. Some people who thought they'd hate it, hated it. For 2 hours and 1 minute, it isn't the movie we deserved. Justice League should have been 3 hours long. Most good superhero movies, I don't even know if that's good English, but I don't care. All the best superhero movies are over 2 hours long. 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 17 minutes, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like Watchmen, The Dark Knight Rises, Spider-Man 2, Avengers, X-Men 2, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War. These are really, really good superhero comic book movies, and they're all over 2 hours. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, which I loved, the director's cut, the extended cut. I'm sure when Justice League, the director's cut, the Zack Snyder cut, the extended cut comes out on Blu-ray, probably in March and April, I'm going to buy it. I'll buy the Steelbook Blu-ray, I'll buy the normal Blu-ray, and I'll love it because there was so much missing from this movie, you could tell. Every scene in this movie was just fast cuts, fast takes going on. Scenes didn't have time to breathe. Characters didn't have time to breathe. The character I was worried most about was Cyborg, because when I grew up reading comics as a child in the mid-80s, my favorite comic book was the New Teen Titans. Marv Wolfman, George Perez created the New Teen Titans. That's where Cyborg, Victor Stone came from. So I was really worried about Cyborg. Even in the last 10 years, DC's relaunched their universe many times with the new 52, Rebirth, all this bullshit. Why does nobody read comics anymore? I don't know. You reboot the fucking same universe 8 times in 10 years. Fuck. That's why no one reads comic books anymore. Not this digital bullshit. Like, it's because you fuck up time and continuity and no one knows what's what. Is Batman young? Is Batman old? Is Superman what the fuck? Are Superman, Wonder Woman dating? I don't fucking know. Is Human Torch dead? Like, it's so stupid. Thor's gotta be a girl, PC, blah blah blah, Spider-Man's a Mexican. I don't fucking know. It's weird. Anyway. I just do that. Justice League should have been 3 hours, so I can't wait for the director's cut. and I hope they release it. They should, obviously. Many deleted scenes. The things I liked about this movie, I liked how it was funny. The Flash was funny. Aquaman, there was good banter between superheroes. I bought in the chemistry, like Flash and Cyborg had really good chemistry. Aquaman was cool. Batman and Wonder Woman have really good chemistry on screen. Their characters do. The movie told a different story than I was expecting. I wanted Steppenwolf to be the first thing from Apocalypse to help, you know, be the spokesperson for Darkseid, to do all this stuff. And obviously anything I talk about isn't going to affect the movie because I'm not going to ruin the movie. But what I thought this movie was going to be wasn't the movie they gave us. And I don't know if there's lots of deleted scenes, and if there are, I can't wait to see them. But Steppenwolf wasn't a great villain, mostly because CGI wasn't great. I mean, he's fucking 10 feet tall. What are you going to do with that? The actor they cast to play him was like casting Bradley Cooper to be Rocket Raccoon. Why? Anyone could be that. Bradley Cooper doesn't have a great voice. The only reason they fucking Marvel signed Bradley Cooper was because Bradley Cooper should have been Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern movies, not Ryan Reynolds many years ago. Bradley Cooper would be the best Hal Jordan, but that'll never happen now. Anyway, Steppenwolf wasn't a great villain. Special effects were mostly really good, even though CGI movies are getting old. Special effects in Thor Ragnarok weren't great either, folks. So if you're gonna shit on Justice League for special effects, shit on Thor Ragnarok too. How did Hulk get on that planet? Let's not talk about that, Marvel sheep. Fuck. DC's better, Marvel is okay. That's just the way it is. Fight me, you're wrong. Debate me, you're probably wrong. I'm sorry, I'm tired. This movie should have been great. Fuck. And listen, it was really entertaining. The story could have been better. It told a different story than what I was expecting. I wanted something else. I didn't get it. For the amount of time they filmed Justice League, it felt like they filmed this movie for over a year. And then they did reshoots this past summer, 2017, right? Josh Whedon filmed some extra stuff. And the rumor for the longest time was they were filming two movies at the same point, like Justice League Part 1, Justice League Part 2, leading to Darkseid, leading to Apocalypse, leading to all this stuff that... Who knows? Okay? So I didn't like Steppenwolf as a bad guy. Okay, Zack Snyder does this thing, and he did it effectively for Dawn of the Dead with a Johnny Cash song. Sorry, tired. And he did it with Watchmen with a Bob Dylan song, right? Over the opening credits that everyone loved. Well, he did it with a Leonard Cohen song over Justice League, which ruined, like, totally bummed me out. Everybody Knows was the wrong fucking song for this movie and this opening credits. I fucking hated it. It made me so sad and depressed. I was like, why am I sad and depressed 8 minutes into Justice League? This is stupid. You picked the wrong song. It was awful. It was crap. You fucking screwed up on that. So that was a huge fail. Epic fail. Not cool. And what else did I really not like? I mean, the story went a weird way. No spoilers, but went weird. I figured we were going to get a totally different storyline that involved people that weren't in the movie and stuff. There's lots of cool nerd inside DC information because, you know, DC, even though they fucked up the DC universe with all these new fucking rebirth bullshit, still lots of good origin stories. I'm babbling. I'm just fucking babbling. I'm tired, but I don't care. That's how my videos roll sometimes. There's no, like, professionalism. This is year 3 of a YouTube channel. And I say a lot, so get over it. Nightwing rules. Justice League. This movie had 2 amazing end credit scenes. Okay, they had the mid-credit scene, which was a funny mid-credit scene, and then they had an amazing end credit scene, which I don't want to, but stay, obviously, to the end credit, because it was like 2 minutes long, set up something for a possible sequel. Fucking awesome. One of my all-time favorite characters was in this end credit scene. I'm not going to ruin it, but I will say New Teen Titans. And it was fucking amazing to see it on screen, finally. And even though there seemed like there was lots of footage in trailers for Justice League that we've seen, they weren't in this movie. There's lots of stuff that wasn't in this movie because it was 2 hours long. And all the good superhero movies are over 2 hours. So Time Warner, Warner Brothers, whoever was in charge of this, you shit the bed. You ruined. You had a pile of gold. Justice League should be making hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's not going to make, I mean, it's still going to make a lot of money, but not what anyone thought. And that sucks. Fuck, I feel like I'm just ranting. I don't even know. I'm pretty tired. Fuck. Catlin, you need to drive slower. Fuck. Anyway. I mean, shit. The 3 best films I've seen this year have been It, Wonder Woman, and what the fuck was the... Oh, Blade Runner 2049. Sorry. Those are my 3 favorite movies of 2017, because if you work and live in Lac La Biche, the small town, everyone travels outside of Lac La Biche to spend money on Tim Hortons, on good food, on good shopping. If you want to see a movie, you got to go to Edmonton or St. Paul or Cold Lake, because there isn't a movie theater in Lac La Biche. They decided to tear it down. Because, you know, Lac La Biche is stuck in 1999. They're afraid of progress. They're worried about Y2K here in Lac La Biche. It's pretty funny. See, I can make fun of that too. But, you know, anyway. Game of Thrones is better than Walking Dead. I don't know what else to say. I got a Game of Thrones thing right there. I'm tired. I wish this movie was the best superhero movie, or at least in my top 5. It isn't. It's not even in my top 10. But it was really entertaining and really cool. And it was nice to see all these characters interact with each other. But what was left on the cutting room floor probably makes a superior movie. So when this does get released on Blu-ray, March or April, I can't wait. I'll buy the Steelbook version. I'll buy it. I'll buy 2 copies. And I will enjoy it because I loved Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I loved it. And when I got the Ultimate Edition Director's Cut, fuck, much better. So, Justice League, in my opinion, better than Thor Ragnarok. Better plot points than Thor Ragnarok. But not the best DC movie ever made. Not even the best movie in the DC Cinematic Universe. 4 stars out of 5. Should have been better. Great end credit scene. Horrible beginning with that fucking Everybody Knows credit song. Steppenwolf could have been a better villain. But Cyborg was awesome. The Flash was awesome. Aquaman was awesome. Wonder Woman and Batman have great chemistry. I love Alfred. Fucking Commissioner Gordon in this movie was awesome. He wasn't in it very long. They set up some really good stuff with Aquaman for his solo film. But fuck, they left so much on the cutting room floor. Stuff you see in the trailers isn't in this movie. Whose fault is that? Fuck. Anyway, my Justice League kind of review, rant, story time. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I love DC. Marvel's pretty good, but, you know, Marvel can't fucking, you know, Marvel's all hype. DC's quality, Marvel's quantity. Cheers. I don't know who the fuck's texting me at 4 a.m., but whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Reed. I'm Canadian. I talk about weird stuff. This is my 3rd year on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe, make comments, be rude if you need to, or be nice, or question my opinions, which is cool. I don't mind. It's all good. Nightwing is awesome. New Teen Titans. Best comic book growing up as a kid. And Justice League. Ben Affleck's the best Batman ever. Ben Affleck killed it, and Wonder Woman was amazing. I don't know what else to say. Steppenwolf should have been a better villain. Thanks, cheers, like it, comment, hate, talk, cheers.